Hello, church. Today we're going to be reading in Daniel chapter 1, and the characters of which this is focusing on as we begin the book of Daniel are, of course, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, whose names were changed. All four of them were changed, but we always know Daniel as Daniel, even though he was called Belteshazzar by King Nebuchadnezzar. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were the names given to the other guys. But as we look in the very beginning of the scriptures here and what is going on, they're captives from Judah. They're taken to the land of Babylon, and they are of the upper crust of society, so to speak. And so the king wants these young men trained in every way to become counselors in his court. And so it's pretty awesome as we read this, as Daniel led these men. He was obviously the leader of these other three, and they spoke to the king's attendant and said they wanted to follow God's ways of eating and the direction. He didn't want to eat the things that the Babylonian king had, and God honored him and blessed him with that. And so as he did that, they were also in 3 years of training. And listen to what God's word says in verse 17. God gave these 4 young men an unusual aptitude for understanding every aspect of literature and wisdom. And God gave Daniel the special ability to interpret the meanings of visions and dreams. So now as we look at this, this thing that we want to concentrate on today is I'm saying, we are living in every aspect of life. All of you that are watching this devotional today, listening to it, wherever you are, you work in a specific field, in some kind of an area in this world. And so, I feel like sometimes the church has missed the call to people and saying, God cares about where you are and what you're doing. Now you may say we don't care about this. No, he cares about you, and he cares about what you're doing and who you're doing it for. And so I would encourage you today that whatever you're doing, you begin to pray for wisdom and understanding in the field in which God has you. He wants you to stand out because you're his child. Not in an arrogant way, not at all. In a servant of the living God kind of way. So let me finish these words right here and listen, this is pretty awesome. When the training period ordered by the king was completed, the chief of staff brought all the young men to King Nebuchadnezzar. The king talked with them, and no one impressed him as much as Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So they entered the royal service. Whenever the king consulted them in any matter requiring wisdom and balanced judgment, he found them 10 times more capable than any of the magicians and enchanters in his entire kingdom. Daniel remained in the royal service until the first year of the reign of King Cyrus. Pretty incredible stuff, man. Look what God could do with us, even in a pagan land and a pagan government. Please don't forget that. See, as we begin to pray and seek God for this day and what we do, let's ask him to make us the very best in the class at what we do, whatever it is. Let's bring him glory in doing it. May God bless you. Let's be his church.